Our next topic is going to be median, right? Part 3 is median. And in median, first we are going to find the median for raw data. So in finding median for raw data, you need to take care of certain things. There are certain steps to be followed. First, understand the meaning of the word median. According to the textbook definition, median is the value of the middle term of a set of variables. Median is essentially the middle term when the variables of the set are arranged in ascending or descending order. So the first step for finding median of raw data is arranging variables in ascending or descending order. You have to arrange the variables in ascending or descending order. So we'll right away take an example and understand this concept of median with this example. Okay, so we have to find the median of 7, 8, 4, 3 and 10. Let us arrange the given variables in ascending order, so from small to big. So the smallest variable is 3, then 4, then 7, then 8 and then 10, right? So we have arranged the variables in ascending order. Now what is the criteria to find the median? So the second step says that find n. What is n? Total number of observations or variables, right? So here n is equal to 5. Then what? So there are two criteria here. One, if n is odd. अगर n odd है तो क्या करना है? And the second is if n is even. अगर n even है तो क्या करना है? So if n is odd, median is equal to n plus 1 by 2th term. Median is n plus 1 by 2th term, right? And if n is even, now I will explain what do you mean by this, okay? But first understand what if n is even. If n is even, the median is n by 2th term plus n by 2 plus 1th term the whole upon 2. N by 2th term plus n by 2 plus 1th term the whole upon 2. So this is the formula for median. I want all of you to note this down right now in your notebooks, right? First step for finding median of raw data is arrange all the variables in ascending or descending order. Second, find n. N is the total number of observations. When n is odd, median is n plus 1 by 2th term. When n is even, median is n by 2th term plus n by 2 plus 1th term, the whole upon 2. Correct? Now what? Now let us apply this and understand how to solve this question. Here we got n, right? N is 5, which is odd. So what will be the median? Median will be, according to the formula, n plus 1 by 2th term. Now please understand what do you mean by that. N is 5 plus 1 by 2th term. 5 plus 1 is 6 and 6 by 2 is 3. So third term. Many students, they make this silly mistake over here by writing the answer as 3. 3 is the median. 3 is not the median. Third term is the median. So n by 2, n by 1 plus 2th term, this is very, very important. It is not n plus 1 by 2. It is n plus 1 by 2th term, which is the median. If it was n plus 1 by 2, then the median would be 3. Is 3 the middlemost term? Is 3 coming in the middle of all these observations? No. So how can 3 be median? Third term can be median. So which is the third term? This is the first term, second term, and this is the third term. Third term is 7. So median is nothing but 7. Please understand this concept that median is n plus 1 by 2th term. When I say 2th term, n plus 1 by 2th term, I emphasize on it that it is not n plus 1 by 2 only. Okay, so this is where I have showed you how to find median for raw data where the number of observations are odd. What we did first, we first arranged the variables in ascending or descending order. Then we found n. N is the total number of observation. If n was odd, we applied the respective formula. Now we will see another question in which n is even and apply that formula. I hope this method is clear now. Okay, next question. Find the median of this. Okay, let's first arrange in ascending order, which is the smallest number, 4, smallest observation, then 7, then 8, then 10, then after 10, oh, there is 6 also. I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry. So after 7, there is, so after, I'm sorry, after 4, there is 6, and after 6 there is 7, and after 7 there is 8, and after 8 there is 10, and then after 10 there is 12, and then 15, and then 20, right? So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 observations. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, correct. Now this is arranged in ascending order. Now what is n? N is 8, which is even. So what is the formula for median when n is even? Median is n by 2th term plus n by 2 plus 1th term, the whole upon 2. Right? What is n by 2th term? N is 8. So 8 by 2th term plus 8 by 2 plus 1th term. Right? The whole upon 2. What is 8 by 2th term? 4th term. Not 4, but 4th term. 8 by 2 plus 1th term is 4 plus 1. That is 5th term. The whole upon 2. 4th term. Which is the 4th term over here? 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the 4th term. Right? That is 8. Plus 5th term. This is the 5th term. That is 10 by 2. That is 18 by 2. That is 9. So the median is 9. So it is not necessary that your median will be one of the observation. Median means middlemost observation or middlemost value in the set of all observations. So middlemost value in this set of observation is 9. That's why the median is 9. So this is the question in which the number of terms were even, and still we applied the formula and got the correct answer. Right? So I hope the concept of finding median for raw data is clear. So that is one of the examples where we are what we are going to apply. Okay, one of the type of examples, that is finding median for raw data, and this is one more variation in this type of question. The following numbers are written in descending order of their values. So see, they have already said that the numbers are in descending order, right? Let me write them again. 68, 60, 52, then x minus 3, strange, x minus 8, x minus 11, and then 30, and then 25, and then 22, and then 20. So these are written in descending order of their values. And the median is 39. They have given that median is equal to 39. Find the value of x. Right? Now, first, they are in descending order, so I don't have to rearrange them or anything. I can directly apply the formula, but for applying the formula, I have to find n, that is total number of observations. Let's see how many observations are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right? So n is equal to 10, which is even. Let us apply the formula. So median is equal to n by 2th term plus n by 2 plus 1th term, the whole upon 2. So n is 10. Directly I can write 5th term plus 10 by 2, 5, 5 plus 1, 6th term, the whole upon 2. What is the median? Median is 39, right? 39 is equal to, what is the 5th term? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, x minus 8 plus, what is the 6th term? X minus 11, the whole upon 2, which gives 39 into 2 is equal to 2x minus 19. 39 into 2 is equal to 2x minus 19. So this will give you 39 plus 19 is equal to, sorry, my mistake. 39 into 2 will be 78. 78 plus 19 is equal to 2x. Okay, let us see what is okay, so this will be 97 by 2 is equal to x, and therefore x is 48.5. So this is the value of x. Right? Very easy. If you have the concept of median clear, you can solve this. Next question. Great. Welcome to median for tabulated data. Still it is ungrouped data but tabulated data. And here the method of finding median now changes. What is the method? Please see carefully. This is known as median for tabulated data. Median for tabulated data. Tabulated means the data which is put into a table. Means there are observations and then there is frequency as well. Observations are not in the class intervals, they are individual, but there is a frequency as well. So it is called tabulated data, and in this kind of data, to find the median, the first step is to construct a cumulative frequency table. Construct a CF table or cumulative frequency table. Let's do it. What are the XIs? XI means weight, right? That is your observation. 46, 48, 50, 52, 53, 54, 55. Great. frequencies, respective frequencies 7, 5, 8, 12, 10, 2, 1. Cumulative frequencies 7. This 7 will directly go over here. Now 7 plus 5. This 7 will add with this 5. Okay. Here. And here it will be 12. 12 plus 8, 20. 20 plus 12, 32. Plus 10, 42. Plus 2, 44. Plus 1, 45. Right? See the question. The weight of 45 children. Now total number of children is 45, which is your last cumulative frequency. These two things should match. If these two things are matching, or the total number of students, if you add 7 plus 5, 12 plus 8, 20 plus 12, 32 plus 10, 42 plus 2, 44 plus 1, 45, and the cumulative frequency which has got with the same method, if these two things are matching, then your total number of observations is correct. Okay, 45 observations we have. Okay, now the first thing is to construct cumulative frequency table, which we already did. Second thing, find n. We have found n. What is n? 45. N is the total number of students here. N is equal to sigma fi, which is equal to 45, which is odd, right? So if n is odd, then the median is n plus 1 by 2th term, right? So median, the formula for raw data will apply over here. What is the formula for raw data for finding median? If n is odd, then median is equal to n plus 1 by 2th term. That is 45 plus 1 by 2th term. 45 plus 1, 46. 46 by 2 is 23rd term. Median is 23rd term. Correct? Great. So we have got the median. No, we have got the median's term, that is 23rd term. Now, where is this 23rd term? Now, this is really tricky and you should pay a lot of attention over here. Okay, just see. What do you mean when you say the weight 46 has a cumulative frequency 7? It means that, please listen to what I'm saying very carefully. It means that the weight of first 7 children is 46, right? The weight of first 12 children is 46 and 48. The weight of first 12 children is 46 and 48. The weight of first 20 children is 46, 48 and 15. The weight of first 32 children is 46, 48, 50 and 52. Now see what I'm saying over here. When I'm saying the weight of first 32 children is 46 to 52, I should notice one thing. See, first I said, you don't need to write this, but for understanding I'm writing this, okay? Weight of first 20 children. If I ask you, what is the weight of first 20 children? Tell me. Weight of first 20 children is 50. Right? So what is, now next question, please pay attention to this. What is the weight of 21st child to 32nd child? What is the weight of 21st child to 32nd child? Now see, after 20 there is directly 32. So weight of the 21st child to the 32nd child is how much? It is 52. All children from 21st child to 32nd child, all children have the same weight, 52. First 7 children, right? Children number 1, child number 1 to 7. What is the weight? 46. Child number 8 to 12. What is the weight? 48. Child number 13 to 20. What is the weight? 50. Child number 21 to 32. What is the weight? 52. Now you understand. I'm explaining, trying to explain you this concept with different methods. When you are getting this answer, you have to directly mention the final answer after this step. You don't have to write all this, what I'm writing. I'm writing here and explaining and talking to you just to make you understand how to find median for tabulated and ungrouped data. Once you get 23rd term, please ask yourself, where does this 23rd term lie? Does it lie between 1 and 7, first and 7th child? No. Does it lie between 8th and 12th child? No. Does it lie between 13th and 20th child? No. Does it lie between 21st and 32nd child? Yes. 23rd child lies between 21st and 32nd child. Therefore, if the median is 23rd term, what is the weight of 23rd child? 52. So the answer will be 52. This is the median. You understand? So this is the method for finding median for tabulated data. If at all you want to go and watch this part all over again, please do so. Pause the video, watch it again, come back to this part and then go ahead, because this concept must be very clear. For finding median of tabulated data, you don't need any fancy formulae. You need the same formula which you used for finding median for raw data. But you need to apply the concept over here, that if median is 23rd term, where does 23rd term lie? And that observation will be the median, right? So 52 is the median. Correct? Let's go to the next question. Find the median of following distribution. Now we are at the point where we are finding median for grouped data. Median for group data with group frequency distribution class intervals. So first you have to make sure that these class intervals are continuous type, and they will be. 99% the class intervals are continuous types. Then don't give you some fancy discontinuous and make you convert into continuous. So that is given, that if you, whenever you have to find median for group data, you have to understand that the class intervals will be in continuous form. Let's write the class intervals: 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50. Frequencies: 5, 7, 10, 8, 5. Cumulative frequencies: 5 plus 7, 12, plus 10, 22, plus 8, 30, plus 5, 35. So what we have got? We have got our n, which is sigma fi, which is 35. Correct? So the first step is, in finding median for group data, the first step is construct cumulative frequency distribution table. The first thing is to construct a cumulative frequency distribution table, which we have already done. The second step is draw an ogive. I hope all of you remember how to draw an ogive. Ogive is a smooth curve. What is ogive? It is a smooth, unbroken curve. C-U-R-V-E, curve. Right? Looks like this. Right? And it is plotted on x and y axis, where x axis are the upper limits and y-axis is the cumulative frequencies. And this ogive will help us to find the median for group data. When we found median for raw data, the method was different. When we found median for tabulated data, the method was different. And when we are finding median for group data, we are now looking at the third method. That is by drawing an ogive. First is to construct a cumulative frequency distribution table. The second one is to draw an ogive. Okay, let's draw one ogive and understand. So I have a graph over here. First, I have to determine the scale. I will just write y over here, x over here, 0 over here. This will be class intervals or upper limits. I will write class intervals. Okay, here it will be cumulative frequencies. So what should be the scale? See, on x-axis we have to just go from 0 to 50. 5 blocks, that's it, right? So how many blocks we have on x-axis over here? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 blocks we have. And we have to just make uh, 10 blocks, right? That is 10 numbers, sorry, 5 numbers must be there. That is 6 numbers at the most. That is 0 to 50. So what we are going to do is, on x-axis, we are going to take 2 centimeter as 10 units, right? So I will cut this one and I will write 2 centimeter is equal to 10 units. Why I am doing that, I will explain. See, this is 0. Then I will leave 2 blocks and I will write 10 over here. Right? If you want to zoom in and see, I will make it easier for you to view this properly. Correct. So 0 to 10, 2 blocks, 10 to 20, 2 blocks, 20 to 30, 2 blocks, 30 to 40, and 40 to 50. Right? So now you have a gap of 2 blocks, that is 2 centimeter between each 10 unit mark. So 2 centimeter is equal to 10 units. What if I would have taken 1 centimeter is equal to 10 units? Then what would have happened is your 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, your graph would have ended over here on x-axis at this point. And for plotting that kind of constricted or small ogive is very, very difficult. So these are your upper limits or class intervals, right? All the upper limits or class intervals are covered over here. Now let us look at what does cumulative frequency has to offer us. So 5, 12, 22, 30, 35. So what we will do is, after uh, we'll take 35. We have to go till 35. Okay, we can take every 2 blocks as 5. So it will be little bigger. What do you say? 10, 20, 30, 40 will be very small. Okay, let's keep it small for this time. So I will take 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. That's it. Okay, so what I'm doing over here is I'm taking on y-axis 1 centimeter is equal to 5 units. On x-axis I took 2 centimeter is equal to 10 units, or 1 centimeter is equal to 5 units. If I would have written that also would have been okay, and that's it. Scale must be written. Right, now we are ready to plot. So what we have to plot in this graph over here, we have to plot the upper limits versus the cumulative frequency. Now understand, on y-axis over here on y-axis, every millimeter, I'm sorry, every unit comes after 2 millimeter, or you can say that 2 millimeter is equal to 1 unit. Okay, because I have taken 1 centimeter is equal to 5 units, or 10 millimeter is equal to 5 units. So 2 millimeter will be 1 unit. Means you see this small line, just I will just zoom in and show you, because you should understand what I'm talking about. More zoom in, more zoom in. Okay, I think it should be clear now. You see this is 0, this is one line over here, this is the second line. Okay, let me just make my pen little bit more thinner so that I can draw properly. I will make it extremely thin. Okay, okay, just a moment. Yes, perfect. Okay, so you see this line over here, that is 1 millimeter. You see this, 2 millimeter, 3 millimeter, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Right? So after every 2 millimeter, there comes 1. Okay, 2 millimeter is equal to 1 unit. So here is our 1 unit. 1, then 2, then 2 millimeter, 3, and 4 and 5. Right, so it's very easy to find where does let's say 12 lies. 12 is over here, so this is 10, this will be 11 over here, and after two lines there will be 12 over here. Very easy to find where does 12 lie. Right, and the same way 13, 14, 15. So every 2 millimeters, if you see in your graph paper carefully, after every 2 millimeter, every two line, there is going to be 1 unit. Right, so let's zoom in again and plot our graph. So this is just for your information and how the units can be manipulated. I'm sorry. Okay, great. So let's plot. The first number is, the upper limit is 10. The upper limit is 10 and the cumulative frequency is 5. So 10, 5, 12, sorry, 20, 12, 30, 22. These are the points which we have to plot. So first point is 10, 5. So 10 on x-axis and 5 on y-axis. This is going to be our first point. 20, 12. 20 on x-axis and 12, which is absolutely over here, on y-axis. 20, 12. The third is what? 30, 22, 40, 20. 40, 30, sorry. 30, 22, 40, 30. 30, 30 is over here. 22, 22 will be, okay, so this is 20, 2 lines, 21, 2 lines, 22. 30, 22, 40, 30. This is 40 over here. Okay, 30 will be over here. 40, 30, and the last one will be 50, 35. 50, 35. Now, our first point is 5, 10. We have to ensure that the median, the curve, the ogive starts from the base, that is x-axis. It cannot be in air. Okay, its feet should be on the ground. That means we have to connect it with the lower limit of that particular class. So the first class lower limit is 0. So median will be connected from here, and then from here we are going to draw a smooth line like this, smooth curve. Don't pick up your pen, keep the curve as smooth as possible, right? You don't have to use scale. This is a free hand curve. Your ogive is ready, right? Okay, so we did all the steps for finding median. Now we are ready to find the median. We constructed cumulative frequency distribution table. We drew an ogive, right? Now what will be the median? So here, what is the total number of observation? N 35. So is it odd or even? It is odd, right? I will just switch back my pen to a darker mode. So when n is equal to odd, median is n plus 1 by 2th term. Same formula for raw data, right? Median is n plus 1 by 2th term. That is 35 plus 1 by 2th term. 35 plus 1, 36 by 2 is 18th term. 18th term will be the median, right? What is 18th term? Where is the 18th term? So 18th term will be on the y-axis, on the cumulative frequency axis. Can you locate 18th term? 18th term will be just below 4 lines of 20th term. For this we need to zoom in, right? Let's use the technology and zoom in, zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. Great. So 18th term, see this is 20, this is your 19th term, and this is your 18th term, right? So from this 18th term you will draw a straight line to intersect this ogive. Okay, let me find a shape of straight line. Great, I found it. So from here I will, what is happening? Great. Okay. And one more straight line. Now this is intersecting our it is intersecting our ogive at this point. Now from this point I have to draw a straight line which will go down. Again I will select the shape of straight line, and the point is this, exactly this point. Okay, let me use my mouse. Cool. I'm loving this technology. Let's see how accurate I am. I don't trust the accuracy on this because the lines are quite thick. I can make it thin, but still. Okay. So what we have done, just understand what you have to do. First, you plotted the ogive, and then you referred to your total number of observations, which was 35, which was odd. Okay. So you applied a formula to find median where n is odd. And what was the formula? When n is odd, the median is n plus 1 by 2th term, that is 35 plus 1 by 2th term, that is 36 by 2, that is 18th term. And then you found 18 on y-axis, that is cumulative frequency axis, right? That was just 4 lines below 20. You found your 18. From that 18 number you drew a straight line. Okay, so I will just mention over here that this is 18, and from here you drew a straight line just to intersect the ogive at a point, at a certain point, and from there you drew a line downwards to meet x-axis, that is your class intervals, right? Now you have to find the value of the point over here. What is this point over here? So this I can see, or I can zoom in to make you see this point over here. Zoom in further. This point over here, now it's clearly visible. This is 20, this is 25. Okay, this is going to be 26 after this is 26, and this is going to be 27, right? 28, 29, and 30. So this is going to be 27, right? So at the point 27, this line exactly meets the class interval axis. That means your median is 27, right? Let's check the answer. What is the median? And then we will see whether our answer is correct or not. I have done everything in front of you, right? I have not done any magic or anything. Okay, great. The median is 27, exactly 27. You see, with the help of the tools which I don't trust, these are the tools which I'm using for the maybe for the first time, the line and everything, the graph and drawing using my graphic tablet, but still I'm getting the correct answer. So suppose if you have pencil and you draw an ogive and find the median, why can't you get the correct answer? I don't see any reason why you can't get the correct answer, right? So therefore this is the median. I'm just going to point over here. This is the median. This is, what is this? This is uh, n by 2 plus 1th observation, right? And this is the median. Don't have to write all this. I'm just writing to show you. So therefore the median of this observation is 27. Good. So now you know how to find median of group data using uh, an ogive. Correct? Great. Let's go to the next question. And the next question is also about ogive. Okay, so let's talk about something important. This topic, ogive, is a compulsory topic in boards. there is a 6 marks question which is asked on the topic of ogive, where you have to, well, this is the typical question which is written over here. Like this question will be asked to you in your paper, in your exam. So it's very important that you attempt it, and when you attempt it, you should get the correct answer. For that, you should know the proper method, and for that, you must practice a lot, right? If you have practiced properly, then drawing ogive is not a big deal, I think. Let's see what is this question saying. The daily wages of 160 workers in a building project are given below. So the number of workers are 160. That is going to be a sigma fi or n, which is even. Okay, using a graph paper, draw an ogive for the above distribution. Use your ogive to estimate the median wage of the workers, the percentage of workers who earn more than rupees 45 a day, and that's it. The answers are given. When that we will see. Okay, so 0 to 10, I'll just mention over here. 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50. What is the frequency of 0 to 10? 12, 20, 30, 38, 24. Okay, let's go ahead. Okay, I will need more space over here. Let me create some more space. Insert below. Okay, great. So we have to go up to 70 to 80. Yeah, that will fix. So 50 to 60, 60 to 70, and 70 to 80. Okay. So what are the three remaining after 24? 16, 12, and 8. 16, 12, and 8 are the frequencies. Cumulative frequencies right away. 12 plus 20, 32 plus 30, 62 plus 38 will be 100 plus 24, 124 plus 16, 124 plus 16 will be 140 plus 12, 152 plus 8, 160. Correct. This is confirmation of sigma fi to be 160, which is your n, right? So a little change over here before you draw your ogive. What is n? N is 160, which is even. So you know what is going to be your median? Your median is going to be n by 2th term. Are you shocked that why your median is n by 2th term? Your median is n by 2th term because we are dealing with grouped data. We are finding median for group data. If this would have been raw data, then the formula would have been different if n was even. That is n by 2, n by 2th term plus n by 2 plus 1th term, the whole upon 2. But here directly you take n by 2th term. So that's one point you should keep in your mind, right? So n by 2th term is 160 by 2th term, and that is your 80th term. 160 by 2th term, which is your 80th term, which is your median. Correct? Now, we don't know what is 80th term, where is 80th term. For this, we have to plot an ogive and find 80th term. So let's plot an ogive. The scale seems pretty simple. On x-axis, it is 0 to 80. So I'm just going to take 1 centimeter is equal to 10 units. No fancy scales over here. Okay, what is this? This has been shifted somehow. Let me bring it down. Let me bring it over here. And the scale as well. Okay, so scale on x-axis 1 centimeter is equal to 10 units. On y-axis it's going to be interesting because it starts from 12 and it goes up to 160. So if I take 1 unit is equal to 10, then also it's going to fit, right? So I will take 1 unit is equal to 10 units on 1 centimeter is equal to 10 units on y-axis as well. Let's first mark up our axis. So 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. You think it's going to be a little cramped up? You think it should be a little more spread out? Okay, then I also think so, because after writing, I think that we have space. See, this you should not do in exam, okay? Because you can't erase so swiftly. So 0, then I'm going to take 2 centimeters equal to 10 units. Let's see if it fits or not. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Oh my god, it just fits. Like it is like neck to neck. Great. Okay. So I'm just going to make some change over here on x-axis. 2 centimeter is equal to 10 units. 2 centimeter is equal to 10 units. On y-axis, I took 1 centimeter is equal to 10 units because I have to reach up to 160. So 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. I can't afford to take a larger scale. This is perfect. 110, 120. Let's go up. 130, 140, 150 and 160. That's fair, right? So 1 millimeter is equal to 1 unit. That is the idea. It's very easy in this way. If 1 centimeter is equal to 10 units, then 1 millimeter, one small line is equal to 1 unit. So you can plot anything in this. This is your layout. This is your scale. This is your graph. Let's start plotting and then draw the ogive, right? 10, 12. Okay, 10, 12. Okay, I will just zoom in so that we can all see what is happening very clearly. Should I zoom in more? Yeah. Okay. 10, 12. So here is 10 on your x-axis. Where is 12? 12 is just 2 lines above your 10. So it's going to be over here. I will just make my pen little thinner so that line is fine, right? And let me do it all over again. This looks very shabby. 10, 12. What I'm having, what thoughts I'm having right now, feelings, is that I'm able to teach in a better way than I would have taught this in your classroom. Because there, I didn't, I have never thought of using such technologies where I can zoom in and show you what is exactly happening. I have to come to your respective desks and show you where is 12 and everything. But here I'm reaching out to each and every one of you as personally as possible. Of course, this is one way. I'm not able to take your doubts and everything. But there should not be any doubts after you listen to my lecture or listen to what I'm saying, and also at the same time see what I'm doing uh, with full focus and concentration. I think there should not be any doubt. Even if there is some doubt, then we can definitely meet and discuss and clear those. But there will not be, that's what I'm sure about, because uh, I think we are in a very good position since we have started using this technology, and a very good thing has happened. Let's take opportunity of this lockdown and use more such tools and clear our concept to a greater extent, right? Just give me your feedback upon how you like this lecture in the group, so everyone gets motivated a little bit, right? Let's plot the next point. First one was 10, 12. The second one is 20, 32. See, this is the upper limit I'm plotting with the cumulative frequency. 10, 12 was the first thing. 10, 12. Now 20, 32. Then 30, 62. 20, 32. 20 is over here. 30, 32. Okay, so this is 30, 31 and 32. Okay, 20, 32. Then it was 30, 62. 30, 30 is over here. 62. 60 is over here. 61 and 62. Right? 30, 62. Then it's going to be 40, 100. That's simple. That's easy. 40 is over here. 100 is over here. 40, 100 is plotted. And then it is 50, 124. Okay, so 50 is this line over here. 120 is over here. 124, right? So 120. Am I making any mistakes over here? Oh, yes, I think I'm making mistakes. I have made some mistakes in plotting, because 1 centimeter is supposed to be uh, one 1 millimeter is supposed to be 1 unit on y-axis. Let me plot that all over again. Okay, just let me plot them again. This happens. Okay, again, no problem. All over again. Okay, so 20, 32, right? 20 was 32, 30, 62. So 20 is over here. 32 is just two lines above 30. So over here. 20, 32, 30, 62. Just two lines above 60. Over here. Right? 20, 32, 30, 62. 40, 100, 50, 124. Okay, 40, 100. 40 is this line. 100 is over here. 50, 124. Okay, 120 is over here. 121, 122, 123, 124. Fourth line, fourth small line. Right? 50, 124 is done. Then 60, 140, 70, 152. 60, 140. 60 is over here, 140 is over here. 60, 140, 70, 152. 70, 152 and 80, 160. Great. So I have to just shift. 80 is over here and this is 160. Okay, great. So I have plotted everything. Let's zoom out a bit and see how it looks. Cool, it looks very nice. So these are all your points. We have to draw now. The toughest task is here for me, for you, because you have a graph paper and a pencil. I don't think it should be as difficult as it seems over here. You just have to draw a smooth curve, unbroken smooth curve without lifting your pencil, passing through all of them. Don't use scale. use free hand, and that is the definition of ogive. Okay, smooth curve, unbroken. Let's start. I will draw with a little darker one, maybe. Yeah, 0.5 should be good. Cool. Let me start. Okay, I will start my first point from 0. That is the lower limit of that first class. Okay. Little wobbly, not advisable. Okay, I have lifted my pen. Not good. Still. Okay. Oh my god, I'm not passing through them, man. Shit. I'm sorry for my language. Cool. Somehow I have completed my OJI. I hope that now, by now, it is very, very clear to you that how to draw OJI. Okay. Now the next thing is to find n by 2, right? That was our median. N by 2 was 80th term. What is 80th term on y-axis, cumulative frequency axis? So which is this axis? This is class interval axis. Which is this axis over here? This is cumulative frequency axis. And what we are going to draw now? We are going to plot, we are going to draw uh, 80th term on cumulative frequency axis. And for that, I'm just going to go thinner over here and select my shape as a line. 80th point is exactly this one. Let me zoom in. Let me zoom in. Zoom in is required over here. One more zoom in. Yeah, cool. Okay, so this is my point. Okay, let me select a line from here. Let me select it by mouse, extend it. Perfect. Okay, one more shape and we are good to go to the next part. Let me select my line with the mouse and it goes down. Looks okay. Leave it there. Cool. Looks quite okay, yeah. Now I'm just going to draw an arrow. So from 80th observation, I've just drew a line which goes down. Now this, if you zoom in and see, this will be between 30 and 40 exactly. So it looks like 35 to me, approximately or exactly, or 0.35 point something. So 35, I'm going to go with 35, right? That's what I have got through drawing this line and on my OJI. Okay, cool. One more zoom out. Okay, I think we are ready. Cool. So 80th term, the median is 35. See how much time it takes. It won't take this much time for you because you are not using this software and all. You're using your normal pencil, scale, paper, right? This is going to be easy. Don't worry about it, right? So median is equal to 35. What is the answer? Let's check. 35 approximately. Yes, and that's, see, we are going right. This is the idea. Now, you know how many marks you have just scored. Cumulative frequency distribution table, 1 marks. Formula for median, 1 marks. Drawing the ogive 2 marks, right? And finding the median, that is 1 mark more. So 5 marks are already backed by you. Okay, now the last question for 1 mark, that is the percentage of workers who earn more than rupees 45 a day. Oh, the percentage of workers who earn more than rupees 45 a day. Okay, let's do this. I have to zoom in for this. Cool. I have zoomed in. Now I have to draw lines. Few lines are to be drawn now. Where is 45? Where is the wage? This is class interval, which is basically the wages. And this is cumulative frequency, that is number of workers. Okay, I'm just going to write over here. Number of workers, cumulative frequencies. So these are your wages. So where is 45 over here? 45 will be between 40 and 50 exactly. So this is where your 45 is. Okay. From here, this line, we are going to draw a straight line, which is going to intersect our ogive at a point. Let's draw a straight line. So draw shapes, line, point selected 45 using the mouse, taking care of this point, drawing a line which directly meets cool, and then just going out of here, taking this point as the starting point of our line. Oh my god, what is that? Okay, I'll just take this over here, and 1 second, you just have to make sure that it's straight. This thing you're going to do with your scale. Okay, I think this is absolutely straight now. Leave it here. Cool. Okay, so what we are doing here is drawing a line from 45 going up, meeting the ogive at this point, and drawing a line towards left side and going to the left side and meeting the cumulative frequency axis. And which point is it meeting on? It is meeting on a point which is like 1 2 3 fourth line above 110. So it is 114. 114. What does this 114 signify? 114 signifies that 114 workers have wages below 45. I'm just going to mention over here. 114 workers have wages below rupees 45, right? Below 45, that is 0, 10, 20, 30, 40 and 45. 114 workers are below 45 rupees per day. Okay, now what is the total number of workers? 160. So how many workers have wages above rupees 45 per day? So 160 minus, therefore 160 minus 114, right? That is 46, right? 46. Yeah, 46 workers have wages above rupees 45. Total 160 workers. 140, 14 are below rupees 45 per day, right? As we can see here from the graph, these many workers 0 to 114 are below rupees 45, but these many workers from 114 to 160, these workers, they are above rupees 45. And what we have to find? We have to find, the question is the percentage of workers who earn more than rupees 45 a day. Now we have to find the percentage. What is the percentage? So, uh, okay, how we'll find the percentage? 46 workers are earning more than rupees 45. What is the total number of workers? 160, and we will multiply it by 100. So the fraction of number of workers who are earning more than rupees 45 day upon 2, the total number of workers, that is 160, multiply by 100 will give you the percentage. 0 0 will cut. 2 8s are 2, 5s are 2, 4s are 2, 23s are, so 23 into 5 divided by 4. 23 5s are 115 divided by 4. I'll just divide it over here. 115 divided by 4. 4 2s are 8. 3 5 4 8s are 32. 3 0. Okay, I don't have much space left here. Okay, there will be a point over here. 4 7s are 28. 2 0. 28.75 is the answer. 28.75% of the workers earn more than rupees 45 per day. Let's check the answer. And the answer is 30%. Oh my god, the answer is not correct. The answer is not correct. What is the reason behind that? The reason is this ogive. If this curve would have been more smoother, maybe we could have got some number, some different number over here. Like in answer, in your textbook, the answer says, let me just check, 112. Okay, so if we could have got 112 in the place of 114 over here, then the answer could have been exactly matching with the textbook, 30%. But we are getting 114. Okay, so that happens. And so there is always a risk of losing half a marks here and there, because for this mistake you're not going to lose full 1 mark. See, you are getting the marks for drawing the ogive, right? So your first 1 mark is for drawing cumulative frequency table. You are getting 1 mark here. You cannot lose this 1 mark. Second mark is for applying the formula and finding median. You are getting 2 marks. Two more marks are for drawing ogive. So you are getting 4 marks. Fifth mark is for finding the median. That also you are getting if you don't make any mistakes. Sixth mark is for finding the percentage. For finding percentage, again you have to do this plotting and everything. For that you are getting half mark, and half mark is for finding the percentage, the calculation, the last calculation which I did over here. So here also we had some small mistakes, that is from for 1.25 percentage of mistakes was there. So half mark can cut. Still you are getting 5.5 mark out of 6, which is not absolutely not bad. And I'm talking about a situation where I'm not using paper and pencil, graph paper, pencil, and scale. I'm just doing it with the help of a software. So if you practice this properly, if your ogives are smooth, then definitely you get full marks, 6 on 6 on ogive questions, right? So, okay, we are already 1 hour past limit on our ogive section. We should go to the next question, right? Okay, let's go to the next question. The marks obtained by 200 students in an examination are given below. Use a graph paper. Using a graph paper, draw an ogive for the above distribution. Use your ogive to estimate the medians. The median, of course, not the median, median. The number of students who obtained more than 80% marks in the examination, and the number of students who did not pass if the pass percentage was 35. Now use the scale as 2 centimeter is equal to 10 marks on one axis, and 20 centimeter is equal to 22 centimeter is equal to 20 students on other axis. Now this one axis over here, what they are saying is this one axis is your x-axis. Number of students is your frequency, cumulative frequency, which will be your y-axis, right? So scale they have already provided. So again, this is a 6 marker, right, where the marks are divided as let me show you by zooming out. Okay, so how are the marks divided over here? Let me tell you again. 1 mark is for cumulative frequency table. 1 more mark is for finding the finding median with formula, right? That is the not median with formula, but the number of that is n by 2 or whatever we used to find over there. 1 mark will be for 2 marks will be for drawing ogive. 1 mark will be for finding median on graph. So we are done with 3 plus 2, 5 marks, and 1 mark will be, okay, here there are 2 questions. So I think this can be for half mark each question. So 1 mark will be for 2 extra questions. So this is how the marks is distributed over here, right? Okay, let me pause the video for a moment. Let me drink some water and come back. This is happening to be a long class. Maybe 15-20 minutes more and this class will be over. Let me pause it over here. I'll come back in a moment. Let's resume with the question. So the marks obtained by 200 students. So the number of students over here is 200. That is your n or sigma xi. Let's plot uh, let's fill 0 to 10 up to 90 to 100, right? So I have to just make it a little bigger. Great. Zero to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60, 60 to 70, 70 to 80, 80 to 90, 90 to 100. Number of students 5, 10, 11, 20. 5, 10, 11, 20. 27, 38, 40. 27, 38, 40. And the last 3, 29, 14, 6. 29, 14, 6. Right? So now we are going to find the cumulative frequency. 5 plus 10, 15 plus 11, 26 plus 20, 46. 46 plus 20 is 66 plus 7 is 73. 73 plus 30 is 103 plus 8, 111 plus 40 is 151. 151 plus 29. So 151 plus 9 is 160 plus 20 is 180. 180 plus 14 is 194 plus 6 is 200. Correct. So sigma fi, that is n, that is 200. You got 1 mark. Now median is equal to n is 200, right? N is equal to 200, which is even. So median is equal to n by 2th term for n is even. And this is for group data, as we saw. That is 200 by 2th term. N by 2th term. And 200 by 2th term is 100th term. 100th term. Okay. So median is 100th term. So you got your 2 marks over here, drawing the table, cumulative frequency table, and finding median, which is 100th term. That gives you 1 mark. So you got your 2 marks here. Okay, let's first simplifying this. Just a moment. Okay. Cool. So that is y, this is 0, this is x, and this will be class intervals over here, and here the cumulative frequencies, CF. Okay, so let's plot the upper limits of the class intervals versus the cumulative frequencies. Now, first we have to choose the scale, which they've already given. They've taken 2 centimeter is equal to 10 marks on x-axis. So 1 centimeter will be equal to 5 marks on x-axis. And on y-axis, they have taken 2 centimeter is equal to 20 students. That is, we are going to take 1 centimeter is equal to 10 students. Same thing. Okay, so till where we have to go? We have to go till 100 on x-axis. Let's first fill the x-axis. Okay, so 1 centimeter is equal to 5 marks. I don't know how it's going to fit. If we have to go till 100, this is not going to fit on x-axis. So I don't know. Let me check. 5, 10, 15, 20. No, this is not going to fit. This is absolutely not going to fit. Okay, so what shall we do over here? Now, in this case, I think it's better that what if we plotted this graph in horizontal form? Can we fit 1 centimeter is equal to 10 students on y-axis? There are cumulative frequency goes up to 200. So 20, no, that's also seems quite unlikely. Okay, so I'm going to take on x-axis 1 centimeter is equal to 10 marks. I'm going to change the scale, not use the scale which is mentioned, because that's not helping us, right? So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 100. If I would have taken 5, 10, 15, 20, then it would have not fitted inside, right? So that's why I changed it. On y-axis, I have to take 1 centimeter is equal to 10 students. So 10, this will fit 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, and 200. Great. So we have used most of our y-axis and more than 50% of our x-axis. So this scale is okay, right? Now let's plot uh, the upper limit versus the cumulative frequency. 10, 5, 10, 5, and then 20, 15. Great. Let's plot it. 10, 5. Okay. I will zoom in a bit so that you can all see it clearly how I'm plotting. Okay. 10, 5. 5 is here somewhere on the fifth line. 20, 15. 15 is somewhere between 10 and 20. So exactly on the middle fifth line between 10 and 20. 5, 10. I will just use a thinner pencil. So 5, 10, 50, 20, 15, 30, 26, 40, 46. 30, 26, 30, 26, right? So 25, 26 over here. 40, 46. 40, 46. Then 50, 73. 50, 73. 73 would be somewhere over here. 50, 73. Then comes 60, 111, 70, 151. 60, this is the 60 line. 111, 111 will be right over here. 70, 151. 151 will be right over here. And then 80, 180, 90, 194. 80, 180, 80, 180, 90, 194. 80, 180, 90, 194, 100, 200. So 100 will be over here and this is going to end over here, 200. So these are all the points which I have plotted. Let me draw a smooth curve passing through all of them. And let's hope the curve is going to be smoother this time so that no mistake. I'm lifting off my pen because I don't have a choice. I'm zoomed in. And if I zoom out, then it's going to go a little bit wobbly. I don't want that. I'm just going to extend from here. Cool. So this is how it looks. Doesn't look bad, right? This is my ogive. Okay, now what is the median? I've got 2 marks here for plotting the ogive. What is the median? Median is uh, n is 200, so 200 by 2, that is your 100th term. Now 100th term will be on y-axis, right? Which is the 100th term over here. So let me draw a shape on here. Starting from here, I'm just going to draw a line. Okay, so that's a straight line from 100th term on y-axis. I will extend this line with the help of a scale down to the x-axis, right? So this line meets the ogive to the right side and then extended downward towards x-axis meets the x-axis. Let me just mark the point. Cool. Now gets extended. Okay, I think this is quite straight. Cool. So this is the line. Okay, great. So I have found my median. So this point is my median over here. What is this point? This is 51, 2, 3, 4, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, and 57. I think 57. So this is 56 or 57, in between 56 and 57, I feel. Right? Not very straight, I can't see. But I can definitely zoom in and see. Let's try. Yeah, so this is 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56. Yes, it is. It seems now that it is 56. Let's zoom out. Right, so 56 is your median. Let us write just besides the graph. So median is equal to 56. Right, let's check the answer. 57 they are saying. Now very, very close, and I can't blame anything over here. It is very close. See, what if you get this kind of situation in your exam? Will you get marks? Many questions, many students they ask me, because this kind of 1 millimeter differences ought to come, because when you're drawing a freehand smooth curve, it cannot pass through exactly that point, and there can be a 1 millimeter change. So yes, I think this kind of differences are still acceptable. You can talk with your school teacher and ask about how the ICSE has decided to give marks. ICSE or CBSE or your board, whatever board you're studying in, has what is their criteria for giving marks. If there is one uh, difference of one digit or few decimals, whether it is allowed or not. According to me, it is definitely allowed, because students have been, I've seen that they have been given marks for these kind of questions in past, but still you should clarify it with your teacher, right? So we have found the median. So we have got 1 mark for cumulative frequency table, 1 mark for median with formula, second 2 marks for drawing the ogive, and 1 mark for median on graph. So 5 marks we have already got. Now last two questions, those are based on median also. Using your ogive, you have to estimate the number of students who obtained more than 80% marks. So percentage of marks is on x-axis. And where is 80 percentage? Let us zoom in and see. Okay, 80% I've got. It is over here. This is your 80% marks. Now from here, you have to draw a line which will be straight and directly intersecting the uh, ogive. So let's draw a line first. Wow, I'm directly getting the line on 100, on 180, I'm sorry. That is so cool. Yes, right. And from here, I will draw a line. Let me just make an arrow over here, which goes up. And from here, I'm going to draw a line to the left side to meet the cumulative frequency axis. So, cool. So it meets 180. Okay, so what does it mean? I will just write my answer over here. See, it means that 180 students out of 200 have scored up to 80% marks. Can you see that? In your x-axis, what is this 0 to 100? These are percentage. These are the marks scored by students. So up to 80, there are how many students? 180 students. And how many total students are there? 200. So how many students have scored more than 80% marks? From 180 to 200, how many students are there? 20. Therefore, 20 students have scored more than 80% marks. 20 students have scored more than 80% marks. So that was the question. The question was find the number of students who obtained more than 80% marks. The answer is 20, which is correct. Right? Third is find the number of students who did not pass if the pass percentage was 35. Now again the 35 marks will be on x-axis, right? So 35 is somewhere between 30 and 40, right? From there we have to draw a line and which will directly uh, meet the ogive and to from the ogive it will go towards the left and meet the cumulative frequency axis. Let's see where does it meet the ogive. So this is your 35 mark. From here I will draw a line which will go straight, meet the ogive over here. Okay, I will give an up arrow over here. Now again line, the point of line will be somewhere over here. Cool. So the line will go towards the left and this is how it's going to be. So the students who scored up to 35% marks, that is the students who have not passed, are how many? See how many lines are above 30. So it's 31, 32, 33 and 34. So this is 34. So total 34 students have not passed, right? So that is the answer which we get for the second question. Let's check the answer. The question is the number of students who did not pass. The answer is 34. That's what we have got. So we have got both, all the correct answer except the median, which is just 1 point away, but still it is quite better. So I will mention my answer here itself in the graph. In exam, you should not write anything in the graph. You should write in the fair space which is available to you. So you will write it like this: 34 students have scored less than 35 marks. Therefore, 34 students did not pass. Right? So these are your two final answers, and this is how your median looks like, and your ogive looks like. I will just zoom out and show you again your final work. This is your final work. This is how it's going to look like. I have manipulated the scale because it was not fitting in, but still my answers were correct. So scale you can take, you can choose as per your convenience and your um, the paper which is available to you. The scale which they had suggested definitely could not be adjusted this way, but what you have got is absolutely correct here, right? So let's move on to the next question. Okay, the next question is about quartiles. That is something new for you, quartiles. So what are quartiles? Let's write a few things over here. Okay, the next question is about quartiles. Find the lower quartile, upper quartile, and the interquartile range for the given data. Now, the given data is raw data over here. Now, what is a quartile? Quartiles are those values of the variate. Variate means your observations or variables, which divide the total set of data in 4 equal parts. So the word quartile has been derived from the word quarter. Quarter means 1/4. Quartile has been derived from quarter. Quarter. Quarter means 1/4. Okay. So how many quartiles are there? So if you imagine a data to be a single line, we have to divide this line in 4 parts, right? And the points which divide this line in 4 equal parts are 3 in number. So 1 point will be in the middle, 1 point will be to the left side of the middle point, and 1 point will be to the right side of the middle point. So this, the middle one, is known as second quartile, and second quartile is nothing but median. Second quartile is median. Okay, this left side, the point which is there, it is known as lower quartile. Lower quartile. So there is a particular formula to find lower quartile. And this point over here, which you see, which is Q3, it is known as upper quartile. Upper quartile. This also has a particular formula. So basically they are asking you to find lower quartile and upper quartile. Right? So let's look at the formula. For lower quartile, uh, the formula is n by 4, n by 4th term, or n plus 1 by 4th term. N plus 1 by 4th term. When we are going to use n by 4th term, if n is even. And when we are going to use 1 plus 1 n plus 1 by 4th term, if n is odd, right? So this is the formula for lower quartile. Remember this, note it down in your notebooks, that the formula for lower quartile is n by 4th term when n is even, and n plus 1 by 4th term when n is odd. Okay, then comes the upper quartile. Now the upper quartiles formula, Q3 upper quartiles formula is 3n by fourth term. When is the upper quartile 3n by fourth term? When n is even, right? When n is even. And the other formula is 3 bracket n plus 1 by 4. Don't write 3n plus 1 by 4, okay? It's 3 bracket n plus 1 by 4 term, okay? 3 bracket n plus 1 by fourth term. The whole is in the bracket and then there is th. And when we are going to use this we are going to use when n is odd. So these are the two very important formulae which we are going to use while finding the quartiles, right? N by fourth term when n is even, n plus 1 by fourth term when n is odd, that is for lower quartile, and 3n by fourth term when n is even, and 3 bracket n plus 1 by fourth term when n is odd, right? Let us apply this formula over here. So quartile means 1/4. Uh, Quartile means 1/4 of a part. So when the given set is divided in 4 equal parts and there are 3 points which divide the given sets in 4 equal parts, Q1, Q2, Q3. Q1 is lower quartile, Q2 is your median which you just found, and Q3 is your upper quartile. Here we are going to deal with Q1 and Q3. Okay, so the first thing which we will do is what we do is, number one, arrange the data, because that the data which is given over here is in uh, raw data form, so we have to arrange the data in ascending or descending order. I will arrange in ascending order, so let us arrange. So which is the smallest observation over here? 7, then comes 9, then comes after 7 9 there is 11, then there is 13, then there is 15, then there is 17, then there is 19. Cool. So these are the observations in ascending order. How many observations are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Great. So n is equal to, here n is equal to 7, which is odd. What we have to find? Lower quartile. Therefore, Q1 or lower quartile is equal to n plus 1 by fourth term. Why I am using this formula? Because n is odd, right? N plus 1 by fourth term, n is 7, 7 plus 1 by 4, 7 plus 1 by fourth term. Okay, just a moment. That is 8 by 4, that is second term. Okay, which is the second term over here? The second term in this your observations over here is 9. So the lower quartile is 9. It is not 2, okay? Don't take it as 2. Lower quartile is not 2. It is 9, the second term. Okay, what is the upper quartile? What is the formula for upper quartile? Q3. Q3 is 3 bracket n plus 1 by fourth term. Why have I taken this? Because n is odd. So that is 3 bracket n is 7 plus 1 by 4 term. Okay, so 7 plus 1 is 8. 8 into 3 by 4. So 3 into 8 by fourth term. So 4 2s are 8 and 2 3s are 6. So sixth term is Q3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 17. So your upper quartile is 17, right? So the answer is lower quartile is 9, upper quartile is 17. 9 and 17, correct. And find the interquartile range. Now, what is interquartile range? Please pay attention. Interquartile range is Q3 minus Q1. Q3 is 17 minus Q1 is 9. So interquartile range is 8. Interquartile range is 8. Right? So this is how you solve the questions for lower quartile, upper quartile, generally quartiles for raw data. But that's not all. You have quartile questions based on uh, the group frequency distribution as well. And that is like with your ogive. Okay, so you have to plot an ogive as well. Correct? So let's do this one then. So from the following frequency distribution table, find the lower quartile, upper quartile, and interquartile range. They have not asked us to find the median, right? So directly we can go on and solve whatever they want us to solve. First class interval is 5 to 10, 10 to 15, 15 to 20, 20 to 25, 25 to 30, 30 to 35, right? Frequencies are 3, 4, 6, 9, 7, 1. Cumulative frequency 3 plus 4, 7 plus 6, 13 plus 9, 22 plus 7, 29 plus 1, 30. Right? So they have not given what is the total number of observations. We got them. Sigma fi or n is equal to 30. So n is even over here. Right? So what will be Q1 when n is even? Q1 will be, according to the formula, lower quartile will be n by fourth term. N by fourth term. That is 30 by fourth term. So 30 by 4 is 7.5th term. Now you must be wondering what is 7.5th term. Don't worry, we will find it. Okay. What will be Q3? Q3 will be 3n by 4th term. 3/4 of the whole number of observation. 3n by 4th term, which is 3 into 30 by 4th term. Right? So 30 by 4 we just found out, which was 7.5. 30 by 4 is 7.5 into 3. 3 into 7.5 the term, which is 22.5th term. 22.5th term. These both the terms which we have found here with the help of formula, we are going to find its value using ogive and also interquartile range. Right? Interquartile range. First, let us plot the ogive and then think about interquartile range. Okay, so for this, you get 1 mark for the table, 1 mark each for the upper and lower quartile. So you already got 3 marks. Now ogive will got 2 marks. So 5 marks there, and interquartile range will have 1 mark. So 6 marks. Right? So this question is also for 6 marks. Let's first bring this down. As you can see, the chapter is lengthy, right? I have recorded almost for 2 hours now, and that is just part 3 which I am doing. Part 1 and 2 I uploaded yesterday night, like around 12 night 12 o'clock midnight, I uploaded, I was able to do it. It's a lot of hard work to make the whole layout, the chapter, the lesson plan ready, and then give it to you. Even if these are all solved examples, it is a tough job, right? I hope you understand it by now. 2 hour of video. Now this, if I would have taken lectures, I would have taken it for at least minimum 3 to 4 days. And that too, I would not been able to have gone in such details. These details are possible because there is no one to listen to me as of now. I'll be recording, you will be listening when I'll be uploading, and also you'll be taking breaks in between. So some things which are not possible in classroom can be done through this e-learning. So these are the advantages. But only thing is, you are responsible for the uh, part where you have to pay attention. If you're not paying attention, if you're just sleeping at home, not watching the video properly, not listening to what I'm saying properly, just uh, forwarding and watching little bit, and then just cheating yourself, then you won't know what kind of hard work we are putting in here. So forget about it. Okay, let's hope you're not doing any of that. Cumulative frequency, class intervals, let's plot. Okay, what will be the scale? The scale is very simple over here. For every 2 units, for every 2 centimeter, I'm going to take 5 units on x-axis. So for every 2 centimeter, I'm going to take 5 units. That's going to make it more interesting. And for on y-axis, for every 2 units, I'm going to take 5 again. Or I can take mm, what should I do? 30 it is, right? For every 2 units, I should take 5. Okay, the same thing. For every 2 centimeter, I will take 5 units on y also. So how it's going to look like? On x, it's going to look like this: 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Why I'm choosing such a scale? Because I want my graph to be more spread out, and it's going to be till 35. So see, I'm using most of my x-axis. It's fitting right into it. And the same thing I'm going to do on y-axis. So 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. I am sure that y-axis is only up to 30. Yeah, okay. So the first thing which I have to plot is uh, okay, great, not a problem. 10 versus 3. 10 versus 3. Now, where is 3 going to be? This is going to be interesting. Please pay attention again. I'm going to zoom in, zoom in, zoom in 3 times. Go up. Okay. 10 versus 3. Now, if 2 centimeter is equal to 5 units, that is 20 mm is equal to 5 units, right? So how many mm will be equal to 1 unit? So that is 20 by 5, and that is 4 mm. So after every 4 lines, I'm going to get my 1 unit. So here, if I see very closely, just a moment, thin pen, correct. After every 4 lines, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be 1. Okay, again, uh, 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be 2. Again, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 and 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. After every small 4 lines, there is going to be 1 unit. I hope you understand this idea, right? So first thing which we have to plot is 10 versus 3. So 10 versus 3 is going to, 10 will be on your x-axis and 3 will be over here, 2 lines above the dark line, which is right over here. 10 versus 3, cool. Next will be 15 versus 7, 20 versus 13. 50 versus 7. 15 versus 7. 7 is 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is your 7. Okay, 15 versus 7 and 20 versus 13, if I'm not wrong. 20 versus 13, correct. 20 versus 13, 13, 13. 20 versus 13. Okay, so this is 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is going to be 13. 20 versus 13. Then 25 versus 22. 25 versus 22. Okay, so this is going to be the line of 25, 22. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 21. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 22. 15 versus 22. Okay. 15 versus 22. I'm sorry, 25 versus 22. 30 versus 29. 30 versus 29. I have to shift this over here. 30 versus 29. Okay, great. So this cannot be seen. Zoom out once. Okay. 30 versus 29. So 29 will be 4 lines below 30. So this is your 30 over here, right? So 4 lines below this. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, got it over here, right? So this is 30 versus 29, and the next thing will be 35 versus 30. This is going to be easy, right? 35 is here and 30 will be over here. 35 versus 30. So if you see it, the bigger picture looks like this. Oops. So crazy, man. Okay, let me just zoom out for once. Okay, great. Okay, no, one second. Okay, I've got this. Again, it is okay. Okay, finally. So I've got all my points now. We have to start the ogive from the lower limit, that is 5, lower limit of the first class, and draw a smooth curve. Best of luck to me. The first is, just a moment, I'll undo. Yes. Okay. Almost. Okay. Not a problem. I've got my ogive. Now, what do I have to find? I have to find, according to the question, I have to find lower quartile, upper quartile. So I've already found which is the lower quartile. Lower quartile is 7.5th term, and 22nd.5th term is the upper quartile. 7.5th term, right? Where is the 7.5th term? Now, see, the question says over here class intervals and the frequencies. Now, the frequency are the number of terms, cumulative frequency, sorry. So, on the y-axis, that 7.5th term will exist somewhere, right? So, on the y-axis, if this is 5, after 4 lines, it will be 6, somewhere over here. After 4 lines, it will be 7, so 5. Then after 4 lines 6, then after 4 lines 7. 7.5th term will be directly over here. Okay, so this is the point of 7.5th term. I have to draw a straight line from here, select it, extend it, okay, one more line, okay. So this is my Q1. I just got my Q1. This is my Q1. What is Q1? I'm just going to mention it over here. So it is 15 and 20. So 4 lines above 15, ahead of 15, that is 16, right? So Q1 is equal to 16. Okay, in your textbook it is showing 15.5. I think it should be correct. So if we zoom in, we'll be able to see it more properly. But anyways, it is 16 for me here. Maybe I have made a mistake over here somewhere, because this is like 7.5. Yeah, no, there is no mistake, but still, I don't want to take any chances. 7.5th observation. Okay, next is upper quartile, that is 22nd.5th observation, right? Q3. So 22nd.5, where 22.5 comes here. So let's see, this is 20, 4 lines, 22, 21, sorry, 4 lines, 22, and 2 lines, 22.5. Great. Select a line. We'll meet the Ojai first. Meet the Ojai, and then give it a arrow. Now another shape, line. Let's cool. So that's your Q3. This is your Q3. What is this? This is 25.5. So Q3 is 25.5. 2 lines after 25. 25.5 exact. So we've got Q3 exact, right? So what is the interquartile range? Interquartile range is 25.5 minus 16. Okay. I'm just going to mention over here. Q3 minus Q1 is 16 minus 25.5, and that is 9.5. The answer in textbook is 10. but still we have got quite close. So we almost got all the marks out of this question: plotting the ogive, finding q1, q3, and interquartile range. So now you know what is this interquartile range and how to find it for raw data, the formula, using the formula, as well as for the group data using the ogive, right? The last question, I think this is the last question for the chapter. No, for part 3, not for the chapter, I'm sorry. Okay, this is the last question. So I have made up my mind that this is almost 2 or 10 minutes video till now, and this table shows the distribution of scores obtained by 120 shooters. N is 120, even number. So n by 2 will be the median, that is 60th term. Using a graph sheet, draw an ogive, not a big deal. Find the interquartile range, not a big deal. And find the number of shooters who obtained more than 75% scores. I hope you can do this. Fill the table, right? Plot the ogive and do the needful. The last one has to be done by you, right? You can pause the video over here, draw everything, check your answers, and you're good to go. So I'm officially ending part 3 over here. There is no more question now, right? So what have you learned in part 3? You have learned how to draw ogive, how to find median. I'll just zoom out and show you what else you have done. Cool. So you have found median for raw data first with two formulae, right? On that we have done different kind of question. Then median for tabulated data, a little different method which I explained you. Then median for group data by drawing an ogive. And then different questions on uh, group data, drawing an ogive and finding the missing things, right? We have done 2-3 questions as such. And then the quartiles, interquartile range, with and without median both, and the last one you have to do. So there are total 10 solved examples. I've done 9 for you. The last one you have to do. So I consider this part 3 to be over for now, and I will make the last video, which is going to be really short, on part 4. That is more very simple, not like median, and we should be done by the chapter then, right? And then we will do probability after that. So this big chapter is over for now. Okay, I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.